Cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast. On Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And welcome to another Women Wednesday. So, listeners, before we get into today's show, let me say that we have a special guest in the house. So you may hear her little voice in the background. She's a 3-year-old, and y'all know how it is with 3-year-olds. So anyway, just want to, if you do hear that in the background, just want to let y'all know that we do have a special guest in the house. So with that being said, okay,
and she has subscribed, by the way. She is.
Yeah, you're right.
She subscribed. So if she can subscribe at 3, y'all can subscribe.
Yeah, right. Okay, fellas. Today I want to educate our female listeners on a few things. Ladies, if you're in a relationship, please be careful what you say to your man. The reason being, it could be considered disrespectful and or hurtful. Now, to be fair, sometimes women say disrespectful and or hurtful things unintentionally. However, there are times when women are intentional about what they say. And those women have no problem releasing a verbal venom at the tip of their tongues. So if that's the case, in that moment, she is careful or not careful, so to speak, of what she say. And so what she's saying is disrespectful and hurtful. And all that matters at that moment is her words and if they are effective on you or not. So, with that being said, fellas, can y'all think of something that a woman would say to her man that's disrespectful and or hurtful, whether it's intentional or unintentional?
I got one.
What's that?
You ain't never gonna beat it.
and so if a woman is saying that she's intentional, she's intentionally trying to be disrespectful and hurtful.
Yeah, she mean that.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I got one, but it comes with a story.
Go for it.
All right. When there's a club.
Tell me what it is first, and then tell the story.
Okay. Actually, it's how his woman will think of him and what would she say after this incident that I'm about to say.
Okay, go
then you
ahead.
got to explain.
Okay.
So there's a club out here in Houston called Carrington's. It's so South Bay's in Houston. But this guy, big dude, he was big dude, and the guy was probably my size. The guy that got knocked out was big. He was about 6'3", 220. The dude he was fighting was probably about a 165, 170. The young little dude, about 170, knocked out the big dude. And he was on the floor sleeping, and his girl was waking him up. After he wakes up, the whole time in my mind is, as little as that guy was and as big as he was, will she respect him after he done got knocked out? So my thought is, I heard comedians said, you whooping my ass, you can't even whoop the little dude that could dance at the club. So that would be my, something disrespectful.
Throwing it back in his
face. Something.
Okay, so throwing
something back in his face.
So because we're trying to think of something that she would say disrespectful.
She could
so
say,
if you lose a fight in front of your woman,
mm-hmm.
she could be disrespectful by bringing that loss up to you.
With little things, like say if he spanked his kid, you spanked my child, but you could spank that dude at the club. Little hurtful things like that.
Yeah. So again, so she'll be bringing up your loss.
Your loss. Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
So throwing throwing your failures in your
face. There
Yeah,
you go.
that-
Throwing a
that's- yeah,
failure.
there
Yeah.
Okay, K Money.
Yeah, I think if she would say something like, such and such told me I shouldn't have talked to you or messed with you.
Yep.
Saying something on those lines, I think would agitate and try to trigger, which I feel definitely is can be taken as being disrespectful.
So she could be disrespectful by saying to you indirectly that she should have took the advice of someone who warned her
Right.
about you.
Correct.
I hate them. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got a list here that I created, right? And on this list that I created, I created some things that could be, keyword could, be considered disrespectful and or hurtful. Now, as I go down this list, I want y'all to give me y'all opinion on if y'all think these comments are intended to be disrespectful and or hurtful. And some of these comments, I can throw them out and then add more context to it and give you guys scenarios, and then y'all can let me know whether or not these comments are intentional or unintentional disrespect.
Before you go over your list, Freddie G, let me just retract. I feel that comment the example I gave is more hurtful than disrespectful.
Okay. Yeah. So if that's the case, I'm glad you said that. So with that being said, going back to Comedian 96, where he gave the scenario of somebody got beat up in front of that girl, and then she talked about, would that be considered more hurtful or disrespectful?
It's more hurtful and a little disrespectful, but it's way more hurtful because you don't want to hear you just got beat up.
Okay. So it's more hurtful.
It's more hurtful.
So, and for you, Slash, you said hearing the term "you ain't shh."
Yeah.
So hearing that term "you ain't shh,"
It.
now would that be considered more hurtful or more disrespectful?
That's extremely disrespectful, I think. And for him, if he let it take him to a point, then obviously it could be true because the truth hurts. And so it would be hurtful to him if that's the truth. If he feel about himself the way she just said that, then he'd be upset. But I think it's more disrespectful than hurtful,
I got you. Okay. So here's one on my list. Shut up.
That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. You could say be quiet or baby let me talk or anything, but saying shut up, nah, you ain't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to put a word in front of it. Boy, shut up.
That's just playing around. I don't think that's disrespectful.
Depend on that facial. Depend on the facial
Listen
features.
to the tone. Boy, shut up.
Nah, yeah,
That's
like,
playful. That's
Yeah.
a playful
That's
boy.
not,
Shut
that's
up.
not disrespectful.
Yeah, it's not this. That's a boy.
Because in the same sentence or the next sentence, you can say, "Girl, shut up."
But you know what? Even when they playing like that, I don't even give them the opportunity to tell me shut up. Period. Even if
Well-
you're playing, I'll be like, nah, we're not playing like
And
that.
on the cool, that term, the way you use it, I think it would depend on what happened before that, to whether or not it would be disrespectful. But I kind of feel like it's a playful thing.
But if you allow them to do it the one time, shut up, boy, shut up, playful. When it's a serious argument, she gonna think she can do it again. So I immediately, if we playing, I always say, hey, you can say be quiet, playing or not, but I'm not. Don't tell me shut up because I would never tell her shut up. So she can tell me be quiet, let me talk, some of that nature, but shut up is disrespectful, playing or serious.
So
I don't
so
do it.
so
I don't
for you,
use it.
Comedian 96,
Yeah.
whether it's shut up or boy, shut up. Bottom line for you, it's disrespectful. Period. To tell someone
To shut up.
To shut up.
Yes, yes.
And for you, Slash, it made a difference with the word boy in front of it
Yeah.
because it came across more playful.
more playful, you're right.
What about you, K Money?
I'm straddling on that one. I mean, saying shut up, yeah, is disrespectful. If you put the word boy in front of it, it can be interpreted as being playful. However, if they're arguing, then I would take it as being disrespectful. If we were arguing and she said, boy, shut up.
The reason why I say even bit playful, say it's y'all first time playing. Boy, shut up. to me, it's like a filler. I want to feel him out to see if I can say this word. Shut up.
But if you say it
Playing
in a
or
playful
serious?
way, you're not gonna take it the way you would take it if it was serious. That conversation was more serious.
Let's take the word F you and use that. Boy, F you. You can't say that to me playing or serious.
Now let's go back to the shut up part.
Yeah.
With boy in front of it. The reason why I say that sounds more playful, because there's so many other words you could call a man out of his context or who he really is that would be disrespectful in a shut up form. You know, shut up.
I just wouldn't.
N-word,
Shut up.
N-word, shut up.
B-A-N.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Playing or serious, I just wouldn't allow that door to be open. Period.
Yeah.
So you can't use that word with me playing or serious.
Yeah.
I think the tone would define, whether it's playful or not.
Yeah,
though.
see, that's how I feel, K.
Well, I mean, think about
tone.
it. If we call it playful or serious, if we call a girl the B word, it's bad both ways.
Yeah, but you can't play.
You can't
We
play
can't
with it.
do that
So
with them.
exactly.
So not to get sidetracked,
Yeah.
but since you said B word, since you said B word, what if you said, "Oh, you a bad B"?
Yeah, that's a good example. They'll accept that.
They'll accept it, but it's still wrong because
But you saying they'll accept it? Would that be considered disrespectful and or hurtful?
Great example.
you know what? I hate to do it like this, but to a classy woman, yeah,
It's
would be.
disrespectful
It's
to a classy woman?
To a classy woman, she'll say, first of all, I'm not a B. You can call me a lady, a woman, or something, blah, blah, blah.
I
But
disagree.
you're not going to call let me see you call Claire Huxtable
I
a
actually-
B.
Comedian 96.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you on that.
Thank
and now
you.
y'all may recall I had a show of a few weeks ago, about a week ago, or maybe a week or two ago, called "Are You Classy?"
Right.
So I do.
Could you walk up to Claire Huxtable and say, you a bad B?
I wouldn't walk up to her and say it like that.
Okay.
I
That's
would
a classy
actually apologize before I call her what I'm about
Thank
to call
you.
her.
Okay, what's the purpose of apologizing?
Because I know it could be taken the wrong way.
There you go.
There it
There
is.
it is.
There it is.
That's
But
a
after
classy
after I
woman.
make my after I explain it,
But even in your-
apologize.
But even in your mind,
eyes,
not to get sidetracked, because I want to continue on. But honestly, K Money,
Yeah, it's
if you apologize before saying it, you know it's bad.
You know it's bad.
You know it's bad. Okay, so the next one, take it like a man.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Comedian 96, you hear this all the time, don't you?
Man, that one, God.
Because that can insinuate that you're crying about something. You know, being a little beat.
If a woman says that to you, it's just she don't have no respect.
This
what I'm
is
saying.
your woman.
Yeah.
She just don't have no
tell you,
respect for you.
take
no.
it like a man.
Take it like a man.
Yeah, she's
She
saying
just
you
ain't
acting
got
like a
no
little
respect.
beat.
To me,
That's disrespectful.
yeah, she just ain't got no respect. That's disrespect all the way. I'm probably
So there's no hurt there. It's just totally disrespectful.
yeah. I'm
totally
probably packing my
disrespectful.
clothes. That's all right. You already showing me you don't respect me. I'm gone.
Okay. Okay, so wow, you're really getting fat.
That's
This
just,
is your woman, or you're really getting chunky. This is your woman telling you that.
that's
Wow,
that's
wow.
wrong.
That's-
Disrespectful is a better way to say it.
No, it's not disrespectful.
I don't take it as being disrespectful.
It's
either.
not disrespectful. It's hurtful. That's being hurtful towards somebody, because the truth of the matter
right.
is you probably are overweight.
You're right. You're right.
So
you're right. You
it's
got a
not
point.
disrespectful. It's just you trying to be hurtful at this point. You know, I know I'm overweight or whatever, but the way she bring it to you is kind of like, you know, I want to hurt your feelings.
Okay, so let me say it again, but put another word in front of it. Babe, you getting fat?
That's neither disrespectful nor hurtful. I think that's more of a concern of what are you going to say back? What's your next comeback? And if it's not the right thing, it's probably not going to work in her favor, because she's giving you the opportunity right here. Okay, right now, let's let's talk about your size, your weight. What are we going to do to change that?
I think even, without the word babe in front of it, it should and could be taken in that same tech context / I also feel that it all depends on the delivery.
Right.
The
on how
delivery.
it's being
Yeah.
said.
That is it's the delivery, and I would say if it was a constant reminder, if he or she had low little jokes in the past, I guess it would depend on the situation before I call it disrespectful or hurtful. Because if it's just out the blue, you're a fat MM. You just fat. Yes, that's hurtful.
Okay, so this next one, I'm going to paint a picture for you guys before I actually tell you the statement. So, you guys are with a group of friends, right? You guys are with a group of friends. You and your lady, or you and your wife, or whatever. And you guys are with a group of friends. Hey, that's our special guest. So if y'all are with a group of friends, right? A group of friends. And you bring your lady a plate. Y'all eating food or whatever, and you go and you fix it. Babe, you want me to fix your plate? I'll fix your plate for you. And you bring her a plate in front of all her girlfriends and your homeboys, y'all out there. But you bring her a plate. And your her girlfriends be like, "Ooh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. He brought you a plate." And then she says, "I trained him well." Is that disrespectful or hurtful? If she say, "I trained him well,"
I actually, if it's
in
a great
front of her
relationship,
friends, that's disrespectful.
I don't
Say
know.
that again, Slash.
So if she mentions this about him in front of her friends, then I think that's rather disrespectful for her to say that, unless it's something playful and a playful activity.
Yeah, if they known for being jokers and they play around
Right.
like that, then I
That's
don't think it'll
cool.
be taken. You know?
Yeah, but if she's just around her homegirls and let's say he done something that made a lot of sense, or maybe he was kind to one of her friends, maybe he opened the door for her or something, and then she say, "I taught him well." That's disrespectful to me, because that man is just being a man. Period. You can't teach a man how to be cordial towards a woman, unless you did. And I don't think that a man opened the door for a woman because a woman told him that's what he needed to do.
Nah,
Depending on the situation for me,
that one is not. To me, is more of a bragging rights and playing at the same time. Because we seen it on Martin. We watched Martin. Yeah, and you see what I did. All this, what she do for me, and same thing. She flip flop it and did it to him. To me, it's more of a saying I got my girl or my dude in check, showing out in front of the homies or the homegirls for the ladies, but playfully. So I don't call it disrespect. I'm kind of neutral. I'm on the fence on this one.
Okay, so this next one, I'm going to paint a picture before I say it. So you're with your lady and you ask her a question, and the question can be anything, but so the question let me rephrase that. The question that you're asking her, you don't know the answer to it. Whatever that question is, that's why you're asking her, right? And you say, "Babe, what's blah, 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 blah." And she say, "If you don't know, I ain't telling you." Is that disrespectful?
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, she's just being petty.
that's more hurtful.
That's just hurtful, petty.
You say hurtful?
Yeah, just trying to be hurtful towards you because she don't want to tell you whatever it is that she feel She feels like you already know, which is why she's not telling you. I think So to me, that's just kind of just being mean.
Or it could be a case that the guy or girl that's asking this question is just being lazy and is right in their face, and she be like, "Oh no, I'm not finna do that." It's right in his face or her face, and we just asking, "Hey, where's the highlighter? Yellow highlighter?" And it's right there on the cabinet. You think? It's right in your, she ain't gonna say it's right in your face, but she'll say something smart to the effect of, "I ain't getting it." Nah, you know where it's at, or something like that. I don't know. That one's kind of, I'm on the fence on that one.
And K Money, you said you don't think so at all.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. You want to elaborate, or are you good?
No, I just think in general conversation, I don't see the I don't see what makes it bad just because she chooses not to tell, give you some information on something that you're asking for.
Okay, so this next one I'm going to paint a scenario, and this is something that I think women say a lot, and I could tell you right off the bat that they're unintentionally, in my opinion, they're unintentionally disrespectful. Keyword unintentionally.
Now you speaking for all women?
Yeah.
When you give that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that they're unintentionally disrespectful on this next one. And so if you've ever heard a woman say this about you, I think that they're unintentionally disrespectful. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna paint a picture. Somebody say, Y'all together? I couldn't even say. I didn't even think he was your type. He was your type. I don't even think I can't believe y'all together. And then your woman replies, "He grew on me."
Oh,
that's disrespectful.
Because
that's basically saying she didn't like you at first. It took a while, and that means only because y'all been around each other, you became a friend. You became friends. It's kind of like going to work every day with the same people. Mm-hmm. You may not like them.
Mm-hmm. She basically saying you're not on a level. He grew on me. It's saying he wasn't on my level at first.
Right. Now, in all fairness to the women who say that, I really truly believe that it's unintentional, and I think that in giving them the benefit of the doubt, when a lot of women say that, here's what I think that they really are trying to say. He courted me, and he was much more than, I wouldn't even expect him to be as well-rounded as he was, or we got a lot of similarities, or, he's really cool. And I don't think that they really mean he grew on me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, when we're out courting somebody and or we see a female for the first time, right? Mm-hmm. And we go introduce ourselves. And then you start vetting them. And you be like, oh, man, she cool. Oh, man, she down to earth. Oh, man, we like some of the same things. That's how we'll do it. Mm-hmm. Versus, oh, she grew on me.
Yeah, we're not going to say she grew on me.
I agree. We won't. You won't hear a guy saying that. I was curious as to what you were going to say, Freddie G, because I really didn't want to agree with saying that 100% of women are not being are doing this unintentionally, but I do have to agree with you.
Yeah. And I don't think that they know, and so you got to kind of, in my opinion, I think that you see each woman for who she is, and give them a little grace when they're speaking and when they're saying certain things, because sometimes people say things and, oh, you really mean it? You sure you meant to say it like that?
Yeah, it could sound a lot worse than what they actually meant.
Yeah. So you got to give them a little grace in that. So, moving on. So, you're in a relationship. Whatever y'all talking about, and y'all matter of fact, y'all into a little disagreement. It's not a heated argument, but it's a little disagreement. And she say, "You just jealous."
No,
that don't affect. That's no effect.
No disrespect, no hurt, nothing.
Not in that example.
That's just a general conversation.
Okay.
I don't think it shouldn't affect the conversation.
It shouldn't.
Okay, so now here's another situation to where y'all are, even if you guys are arguing, and a lot of men when they're arguing, some men check out mentally. They'll check out during their argument.
Yeah.
Now, think about it if you're arguing, or think about it if you're not even arguing. You just chilling, and your woman talking to you, and then in the middle of the conversation while she's talking, she say, "Are you even listening to me?"
No, that's not disrespectful or hurtful.
You don't think she's being disrespectful to you or hurtful to you?
No. What's being disrespectful is the fact that whoever's not listening.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. If
That's
we
what
aren't listening,
That's where the disrespect come in, because you have people that'll be on their phones while you really trying to open up, and you really, and they're Oh, I'm doing cleaning up, not sitting down, not really paying attention. When you open it up, you want somebody to be listening to you. But if your mind, you're doing other things, working, playing on your phone, etc., whatever, and you're not listening, that becomes disrespectful to the other party that's trying to open up.
Okay. Now, this next statement, I'm gonna say it, and y'all think of whatever you want to think of in your mind, and you let me know whatever scenario you picture in your mind when they say this. Y'all let me know if it's disrespectful or hurtful, or if it's intentional or unintentional. So here it is. You're not doing it right.
That's intentional.
But is it disrespectful or hurtful? Now think of whatever scenario in your mind.
It's disrespectful.
So if you putting together a table,
That's basically saying.
and she
I
say
can do
you
it
ain't
better.
doing it right.
That's basically her
I'm
saying I can do it better. And then what's the disrespectful part is I'm the one doing it, not you. If you feel you could do it better, come over here and get this screwdriver and put it together. Do it better.
That's
do
what
it right then.
Yeah.
So
It's
what
disrespectful.
What if she had the instructions in her hand and you were doing it wrong?
That's different.
And she's like, you ain't doing it right.
That's different. Now it's a matter. It's not disrespect then. Now it's probably you need to pick up the book she got because you know if you're doing it right or not. You know, it's kind of like when you get something, you try to put it together without using the instructions. You look at the pieces and like, oh yeah, I think I can do it. I bought a table, man, and it was all in pieces. The table, the legs, the chairs. I had to put every inch of it together. It was like this big box and a million different little pieces. So I look at the little instruction book, and I'm like, okay, I don't feel like reading all this right now. Let me just look at this and see if I can tell. So at first, I started out, I know what it's supposed to look like, but there's different size screws. so as I put it together, I'm like, now why this part moving? It ain't supposed to be moving. So I had to go back. But there was nobody to tell me you're doing it wrong. So if it's somebody got the book in their hand and they tell me I'm doing it wrong, I'm probably finna listen to them.
Money, you got something you want to say to that?
But my thought process, if that was when you made that comment, was actually for mature audiences. And
I'm glad you said that because I was going to go there. So, okay, I'm glad you said that. So I'm going to let you speak, but you're in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And she say, you're not doing it right.
I would
Is that
take
disrespectful or hurtful?
It'd be hurtful,
Yeah,
but
that's hurtful.
I take it as constructive criticism because I'm a perfectionist and I want to know if I'm doing something wrong, especially in that aspect. So I don't have a problem if she telling me that. It's how she tell me that it probably would factor on how I take it or not.
Well, if she say it and then, skate up out the room.
What is it the point? I'm sorry. What if it's the
This boy here.
What if it's a situation where I ain't got no more? I can't go deeper. I ain't got no more.
It's as far as it's gonna go. Okay, so
Some people speak from experience.
yeah,
I'm just asking.
And I know people speak from experience.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. You play it how you want to. Like you ain't know. She looking for an elephant leg, and you got a giraffe arm.
She telling you go deeper. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to get Freddie G.
You gotta go get somebody
I'm
else.
going to go get Freddie G.
Wow.
Stupid.
Okay.
I'm not gonna even.
Okay, so the next one. When she tells you, if I wasn't with you, I'd be able to
Yep.
whatever that is. So she telling you, if I wasn't with you, I'd be able to do such and such.
I think that's a little bit of both.
I take your rabbit ass home. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I think it would depend on what would come next, because I don't think it's a good thing that she's mentioning. It has to be something horrible about y'all's situation why she feel like she could be doing something else.
Right.
What is it? What else is it that she could be doing? I think, that would make a difference on whether or not it's disrespectful or not, honestly.
Okay.
My thought, But now, if there was a situation that was mentioned during that, I'd probably have a different answer. But I can't even think of nothing right now.
Okay. So the next one is you do something that upsets her, that rubs her the wrong way, and she say, "Y'all all the same."
I wouldn't get upset with that.
Nah, stereotype.
So you said you wouldn't get upset.
No, and I don't think it's disrespectful either.
There it is. You don't think it's disrespectful. So when she says that y'all all the same, that means that she's comparing Slash
to other men. Yeah.
And Slash is his own unique individual.
Right. But I wouldn't be upset about it because that's just a general conversation. Again, to me, reason why I say I wouldn't be upset is because I know better.
Well, but check it out though. And I feel you. But just because you don't get upset and you're able to hold your temper and to control your emotions doesn't mean that something wasn't said intentional or to be disrespectful or hurtful.
That's a pet peeve of mine, man, and it would kind of tick me off because I don't like being stereotyped or compared, so it would bother me.
So you said it would bother you, K-Money.
Right.
So is that disrespectful and hurtful?
Yeah.
Did it bother you in a hurtful way, or did you feel disrespected? It didn't hurt your feelings, but it angered you because you felt like you were being compared to another man. So which one?
Well, it angered me because I was being compared, but I'm also agreeing with Slash in the sense of I'm knowing who I am. I don't want to contradict myself in saying that I know who I am, so it shouldn't bother me. But just the mere fact that I'm being compared and stereotyped bothers me. And like I say, it's just a little pet. That's a pet peeve of mine. More hurtful than disrespectful.
You want to add to that, Comedian 96? You good or what?
No, I'm good. I agree with K-Money on that.
Okay, this next one, I think you probably hear this a lot, Comedian 96.
No, I don't.
So,
no, I don't.
You don't even know what it is.
I already know it's a low blow. Go ahead. Go.
You call and text too much.
I don't like texting.
You call too much.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. I remember I told y'all you get call, text from me, and after that you block and delete. So I have a rule. Probably, I would agree with you probably about 15 years ago, possibly. But not now. I have a call, text, block, and delete if you don't answer.
So you think that's disrespectful if somebody say, you calling me too much?
Yeah, she's intentionally being disrespectful towards you. Because what she's saying, what I get from it is stop calling me.
Yeah,
that would be my last call.
That's what I get.
And that's going to be it.
So on the flip side, flip that around. And a female is calling you Slash, and you be like, why is she calling me? She calling me too much. And you tell her, look, hey, I'm busy right now. You kind of calling a little too much. Are you intentionally trying to be disrespectful?
I'm intentionally saying I'm about to be done with you. You calling me too much. Please stop calling. I don't want to hear from you like that. Yeah. And when a woman tell you that, then that's being disrespectful because obviously you have a different thing in mind because you calling and texting.
I agree.
So once she gives you that, if it's me, then my next thing is, you know what? I won't call you, text you again.
Facts.
Yep.
Okay. Now, you're in a relationship, and your woman tells you this. After you're in a relationship, she looking at bills, y'all looking at everything, and y'all penny pinching. Y'all bills are paid, but you're penny pinching everything. She said, you need to be making more money.
I don't think that's disrespectful.
Yeah, that could be hurtful though.
It could be hurtful.
I think it. You know what? Nah, I think
it could be hurtful, but it could be the truth.
It'd be a hurtful truth.
But sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you know where y'all at financially.
Yeah.
And he did mention, you know where y'all are, and you already penny pinching.
It becomes hurtful when if the man or the woman, I don't know who said it, but if the woman said it to the man, if the man has done everything he's done to try to get an extra job to get more income, and he's done everything, and he exhausted all possibilities. Maybe he was an ex-con, I don't know, but there's no other way for him to get money, and it could be hurtful in that situation to him. But otherwise, it shouldn't be hurtful if there's other avenues for you to get money
But
and you being lazy.
The disrespectful part of that is to not do nothing about it once it's known.
Yeah.
I mean, both of y'all know this.
Yeah, exactly.
She ain't lying.
She ain't lying.
Unless she just got to shop all day, every day, then that's different.
That's different,
if she got this shopping habit where
Right.
she can't stay off Amazon and that's where the money going, then I don't need you telling me nothing about what we ain't got enough of.
But
You
then
know
it
what I mean?
becomes
That's true.
disrespectful because you don't appreciate,
Right.
what the guy is already trying to do, and he's already having a difficult time. But if you sitting there spending money all day shopping,
Right.
you disrespecting, the effort that he is making.
Exactly.
Okay. So this next one. Y'all at home, got your own house. And if you're a homeowner, y'all know that things break and you're responsible for those repairs. You can't call a landlord to come fix it. Right? So, what if she say, I'm going to call my daddy to come fix this. Now, you a man. You the man at the house. I'm going to call my daddy to come fix this.
So if you're not handy Dan,
Yeah, if she knows you're not a handyman.
you got a lot of guys that aren't really handy
Yeah.
around the house and would prefer to have somebody do the job properly.
I was just watching.
But saying, I'm going to call my daddy now, that's a little disrespectful because did you give me time to decide
Right.
what we going to do?
Right.
Would be my thing. Did you wait to see if I'm finna get somebody out here? Had I set an appointment before you just say, I'm finna call my daddy? Because that's disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to go through one more before I come to a close. So, your lady look at you because you made a bad decision. And you decided to do this and it was bad. Whatever it is. And then she say, you always making bad and or stupid decisions. Is that disrespectful or
Yeah.
hurtful?
Extremely disrespectful with the word stupid in it.
So what if take the word stupid out? She say, you always making bad decisions.
It's disrespectful.
I'm going to say it like this. If it was the first time it happened, very disrespectful. But if you constantly make
Now,
stupid,
right.
Then it's
if
not.
he's
It's not.
constantly making,
Yeah.
but
it's
bad decisions,
Yeah.
then I mean,
Because if life been going good all this time and then I make this one bad decision like you said,
but here's
then
the problem.
it becomes disrespectful.
And here's another problem with that. If she's blurting out, you always making bad decisions, but you still with him. So she done made a bad decision
Decision
too.
of damn self, yeah.
I'm glad you said that. And so you want to say something before I bring this to a close?
No, I'm
Okay,
good.
Money?
I was gonna say it's more hurtful because that too can be a true statement in regards to to being consistent on making bad decisions.
Okay. And so Slash, you actually was on to someone when I in my closing. So with that being said, although there are several disrespectful and hurtful things a woman can say to a man, the one that stands out to me on this list is when a woman tells her significant other, you make bad decisions or you make stupid decisions. A statement like that tells me that she's questioning her man's decision making.
Right.
And if that's the case, remember, ladies, or remember, lady, you were one of his decisions. In other words, he made the decision to be in a relationship with you. This concludes another dope episode. Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.